Instead of making the ship faster, how about installing some seatbelts?
Seatbelts are dead weight. I feel the need for speed.
Yes, but I feel the nafety for safety.
Oh, fuff.
I've been driving Penny for 3 years, and this is the first time the reverse lights are actually working. The cause was a faulty reverse switch on the transmission that was shorting out and then blowing the fuse. Kenneth replaced the switch, replaced the fuse, and voila! I now have reverse lights again. So while I was off playing volunteer work with the dogs, helping vet students and learn about physical therapy and practice their skills on my dogs as lab dogs, Kenneth has been home working on wiring. Tell us what you're doing, Kenneth.
Right now, I'm fishing for collies.
Yeah, she's the one that got away.
So
Looks like you're fishing wires.
I am fishing wires. So we've got our lights on the back, and we want to route the wiring for this basically consistently the same way we've done it for all of the other wiring, including the factory body harness. And the way the factory body harness works, it comes inside the body through a grommet right behind this light, then drops down to this light. Then it proceeds to come down, run across the back of the Jeep, up the other side, comes up the other side of the Jeep to this light. So to kind of run this wiring the same way, I've got now a plug installed on the back of this light, wiring that comes through here where the factory terminals for the center high mount brake light was at. We've got one set of wires that still runs up to our center right brake light. The other set of wires will come up and meet up with this. They come down following the same path that the body harness follows across to this side. And now I'm working on bringing the wiring back up behind for this light. And then I will need to run an additional wire forward to where our relay box is. So yeah, I'm fishing wires through the body, or around the frame in this case, of the TJ. Straightened out coat hanger makes a really nice fish to be able to pull wires.
And you're just pulling 3 wires, right?
And I'm pulling 3 wires to go from one light to the other and 3 wires to go forward. So yes, it's 3 circuits. In some instances, because of wires making the same path, it'll be a total of 12 wires. Yeah, push the coat hanger through, attach the wires to the end of the coat hanger. There is a space on this Jeep, and actually probably in most TJ body tubs, there's this box right here. On most, this box is a solid tube that runs from one side to the other. On this Jeep, because of the back half kit, the tube is interrupted, but we have access to it, behind this block-off plate. So it makes a nice place to run hidden wiring. this will be a simple brown to brown, blue to blue, green to green.
That's 6 wires, 3 from each light.
Well, it's actually 3 going up to this light, 3 that will go forward to our circuit. This just all needs to come up here. What I'm going to do is make all of the junctions between the wires that run forward and the wires that run to the other side all at the same place. So now, when this is all said and done, what I've got going on here is my new wiring alongside the factory wiring coming up through the same grommet, my loom, and because these other looms are kind of small, I'm going to go ahead and bring all of this into my new loom, like so. And then my loom will terminate up here, right there. On the bottom of the factory grommet. Just keeps everything nice and neat. Need to push the grommet back up through the body. Okay. So I'm going to have a plug sitting back here. I want to be able to remove the light for service. I don't want to have, you know, a ridiculous amount of wire just loose in the back of my Jeep.
Thank you.
So, something like about there.
There you go.
Okay. So with the cable that was actually used on the back of these lights, we've got these sort of strings that are hanging loose and, you know, kind of now a rough edge. So just a little bit of heat shrink to tidy that all up. Just makes for a nice, neat termination on the end of that cable. This is the other side of the terminals. Just have to be terminated the same way.
There it is.
Okay, so these are coming in with 2 wires, which does make them a little bit tighter. The whole thing again is just to make sure that you're consistent about the way you wire these things up. Make sure you're putting the right pin in the right place. And connect them up. Click, click, click. Okay. A little bit of loom there. A little bit of a trim.
This is where we say, don't do it, don't do it. No, we'll do it.
Just like that. And like so, the back end of the wiring for these lights is done.
Look at that, they work. That's awesome. My dust lights. Wow, very bright lights. Whew, those top ones are bright. That is so cool. Look at this.
You put it in reverse.
Look at this. Kenneth turned off the lights, and she alone is brightening it up enough to see her in. Oh, Kenneth said I need to put it in reverse.
Kill your other light in the back.
Which, this one? And that one? Oh, whoops, no.
So that's just your reverse lights.
Okay. So dust doesn't add much, but the rear off-road lights add a ton. And then I got my DRLs on. Those are just the daytime running lights. Done.